What's going on, my people? Old Dog, Anti-Imperial the Chill. One name, three personalities, Old Dog, Anti-Imperial the Chill. Check me out at anti_imperial TikTok, at anti_imperial TikTok. All right, you guys. So we're talking about 5 mistakes that men make in dating. 5 mistakes that men make in dating. Get right to it. Y'all know how we do. We just go right into it. We don't even stop. So, 5 destructive dating mistakes men make that chase women away. All right, let's see what type of mistakes they talking about. All right, here we go. Read through real quick. When it comes to dating, there are certain behaviors that are healthy and some that are bad, of course. You may not even realize you're guilty of these bad habits, but it might be why you struggle with healthy relationships in the long term. If you want to learn how to break these bad habits, you'll have to first understand what you might be doing. So what are our bad habits? What do we have to break? Everyone, regardless of sex, background, or moral compass, for that matter, has a few black smudges on his or her dating histories you'd rather not admit out loud. Yeah, I guess we all do stuff that we don't want to admit out loud. We've all done things that aren't indicative of the kind, gentle-hearted souls hiding underneath. Maybe you've broken up with someone via email. It's just much easier that way. I've never broken up with somebody via email. To tell you the truth, I just don't talk to people when I'm done with them. I don't. There's people today that still don't know why I stopped talking to them from years and years and years ago. There's still girls from middle school that still don't know why I stopped talking to them. Anyway, um, it's just easier that way, or dumped a mate suddenly because a hotter prospect came into play. That's always a reason why people do give up people, because there's somebody hotter that they meet, somebody more attractive, right? Hey, that doesn't make you a bad person, just human. But this one's for guys, for the guys. If you've ever entered that magical time in your life when you feel like you're ready enough to start searching for a long-term partner, there are certain bad dating habits you will need to quit. You need to quit. What are those? I'm not referring to a standard clean up after yourself or don't be a cheater aphorisms. Yeah, clean up after yourself, men, and don't cheat. What do I always say? What does Anti-Imperial say? Don't cheat. Have threesomes and have polyamorous relationships. That's what you should do. They are a given. Some of the below bad habits are particularly crude improprieties, but some may not even realize they're doing. All right, here we go. Bad habits you need to stop to have a healthy relationship. Giving crass nicknames. So crass means like when something is not good, something's like, in bad taste, right? It's crass. Like, ugh, that's a crass thing to do. Giving crass nicknames. For anyone pushing 30 and up, you weren't generation one. Can you cover several of these? If you have a phone, just two. All right, so they're saying that you shouldn't give like nicknames in your phone for like girls, right? So basically like this. Let's say if there's a girl and she gives you oral sex really good. They're saying that you shouldn't have her saved in your phone as like the mouth, right? Or something like that, or Queen Swallow or something like that. You know what I mean? So you shouldn't give nicknames like childish nicknames or sexual nicknames to the women in your phone, the women that you date and stuff like that. They're saying that that's too immature. You shouldn't really be doing that if you're dating on like an adult level. You know what I'm saying? So get rid of like all the childish nicknames and things you have for people in your phone, right? Give like more, give their real name, give more mature names, right? If you think about like a businessman that's like really rich and successful, a businessman that's mature, they probably don't have, childish nicknames in their phone saved for different people's names, right? So like for example, like President Obama, you know, once a president, always a president, right? President Obama is very high class. He's very distinguished. He's very mature. He's not going to have nicknames in his phone like Miss throw that ass back, like throw that ass back or something like that for a female's name, right? He's not going to have something saved in his phone like Miss make that booty clap or something like that. He's gonna have, more mature names in his phone for females. So that's kind of like what they're saying about that. Number two, so have mature names in your phone for females. Only communicate through text. Only communicate through text. They're saying that's a bad thing. So they're saying that men who only communicate through text shows that a guy is lazy. And they're saying that also, I'm reading while I'm talking here, right? I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm reading while I'm talking. So it's kind of a skill, you guys, right? They're saying that you shouldn't communicate through text because it's lazy. They're also saying that when you're a grown adult man, that you should have, okay, so they're saying what's scary, it says here, what's scary, scientists point out the habitual texting that has a direct negative effect on your interpersonal social skills. So they're saying that when you're a formed adult, that people who text all the time and don't talk to people or don't meet up face to face, instead they always text and text and text, that even if you're a grown adult, they're finding out that people nowadays that grew up texting instead of talking face to face or talking on the phone, that they're not developing their interpersonal social skills, okay? And they're limiting their ability to interpret nonverbal skills, all right? So it's better to, I text all the time too, right? Because it's really quick. You could text real quick and it stays there so that if the person can't talk to you in that particular moment, your message is there so they can see it later, right? So that's the thing I like about texting, is that I can tell you what I'm thinking right now, and you may not be able to talk to me right now to hear what I'm thinking, but my message can stay there, and when you get a chance to see it hours later or the next day, at least you knew what I was thinking in that particular moment. You can read it later. That's the reason why I like texting. Um, it says that women and men bond differently. It says that men bond by doing things and women bond by conversation, which makes perfect sense. That's the reason why, guys, that's the reason why if you ever on the phone with a woman and you like, man, like this girl can talk. You know what I mean? Like, women can be on the phone, they can just talk and talk and talk for hours. And so that's the reason why whenever I get on the phone with a female, um, there's really only one female that I spend time on the phone with. Otherwise, I really don't talk to nobody else. But if I ever spend time on the phone with a female, first of all, I have to be sending emails and doing work the entire time. I can't just sit on the phone with a female just staring at the wall. I'm always working when I'm on the phone with a female. When I'm on the phone with a female, she's always on speaker. The phone is always laid down on the desk that I'm sitting at, and I'm always on the computer working. Whenever I'm on the phone with a female, every time, I'm always on the phone, on the computer working. So that's number one. Number two, usually when I'm on the phone with a female, well, not usually, but all the time, when I'm on the phone with a female, oh, yeah, right, yeah, I had to yawn. I'm tired, y'all. I'll be working. When I'm on the phone with a female, they're the ones that usually talk, not usually, but all the time. They talk, I would say 98% of the conversation, because that's what females do. They value conversating, right? That's why when you get females, the old joke, right? Females, you get two females on the phone or three friends on the phone, or females can sit up all night and just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk because they value conversation. That's what females do. So it doesn't really bother me because, like I said, when I'm on the phone with any female, I'm on a computer working. They're on speakerphone. The phone's laid on the desk. It's laid, like, it's laid down on the desk or whatever, and I'm on the computer working the entire time. The entire time. When I'm done, so when I'm on a computer, I gotta do everything I can. I send emails. I do everything I can on the computer. When I'm done with my computer work and there's nothing else that I can do on the computer, that's when I tell them, like, hey, so I'm gonna get ready to go. That's when I end the conversation, right? So if I have to do something to where she can't be on the phone, like I have to go make music or do something like that, and I just tell her like, hey, I'll talk to you later, I gotta go or something like that. But every single time I'm on the phone with a female, females can talk for hours and hours and hours. So I'm always getting work done while I'm on the phone with a female. All right. So it just makes sense. It says here, men connect via activities while women value conversation. That's so true. That's so very true. And females will tell you with me, the part that says men connect via activities is also true because females with me, usually when they come see me, I'm like, okay, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a hike. Let's go skydiving. Let's go do something. I don't like to just sit around. Like if a female comes to see me, either we're having sex, right? We're going right to have sex, or like I'm not gonna just be sitting around watching TV talking to you. Like I'm like, okay, let's do something. Like let's get something going. Like I can't just be wasting my time sitting around just talking to you. You know what I mean? So I'd be like, okay, you want to talk? Let's talk while we walk. Let's walk. So at least we're getting an exercise in it. Like we have to be doing something else besides talking. We have to be doing something to like, progress forward in life. We got to be doing something. Let's go for a walk. Let's get some exercise in. Let's go for a jog. Let's go for a hike. Let's do some mountain climbing. Let's go for a bike ride. Let's do something while you're talking. I'm not going to be just sitting in the bed with you while you're talking for hours and hours and hours. I can't be doing that. It's not going to happen. So anyway, so they're saying, you guys, don't communicate only through text. Try to communicate via face conversations, face to face, on the phone, and things like that, right? Not just through text. Number 3, don't overuse the word crazy. So you see what they're trying to say. I wonder if they mean like people that just say things like, "Oh man, that's crazy, that's crazy, that's crazy," when it's not really crazy, or if they really mean like calling somebody crazy. Okay, so they're talking about calling girls crazy when they're not. So they're trying to say here that men overuse the word crazy for females. So they're saying that a female might just be late to a date or might just have an opinion. A female might disagree with you. And if she disagrees with you, that's no reason to call her crazy and say, man, she's crazy because she disagrees with you, right? They're saying that, if a woman sets your car on fire or, scratches up your car or busts your windows out of your car, now that's crazy, right? But if a female just like, you know, speaks her mind and disagrees with you, you shouldn't say, man, you're crazy. You know, man, you're crazy. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Don't do that. Don't use the word crazy for things that are not crazy because females don't like that, right? So if a female is like disagrees with you, don't call her crazy. Don't dismiss what she's saying. Don't dismiss how she feels by just saying like, "Oh, you know what? You're crazy. You're crazy." Don't do that, okay? Don't use that word crazy when it's not really for the right reasons, basically. Number 4, correcting your partner constantly. Yeah, this is not good at all. And I see right down here it says it makes them walk on eggshells. Yeah, this is not good at all. Whether you're in a relationship, a friendship, at work, you don't want to be like the know-it-all. You know what I mean? You don't want to be the one that no matter what somebody says, you always have something better to say. I oh my Lord. My the mother of my children are like that, right? I have two. I have a son and a daughter, Nistal and Amatista. And their mother is like that. The mother of my two children are like that. No matter what you say, she has something better to say. So you could say that you could be like, oh, you know what? I went and saw this movie last night. It was a really good movie. She'll say, oh, that movie was stupid. You know what movie's better? This movie's better. Like no matter what you say, she always has something better from her that she'll say. She always will correct you. She always will like constantly like correct you that, oh, whatever you're thinking is wrong, right? And it's not that you're saying anything wrong. So she wasn't correcting your grammar, right? Because I speak fairly fluently, okay? Like my vocabulary is well off. It's very good, okay? I can articulate very well, you know. So she wasn't speaking. As a matter of fact, I spoke more fluently than she did. So she wasn't, you know, correcting my grammar or anything like that. Um, my pronunciation or anything like that. What she was always correcting was she was always correcting that whatever I said, she had a better story or she had a better example or she had, you know, I could say like, you know what I really like? I really like to eat scrambled eggs, right? I could say something like that. Man, I really like to eat scrambled eggs with cheese. And she'll be like, no, that's stupid. Cheese shouldn't be on eggs. And eggs are better fried. I like fried eggs. Scrambled eggs are stupid. Da, 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 da. Like she was like that, right? Always wanted to like, no matter what you said, she disagreed with you and said whatever you said was stupid and tried to one up you. So don't be that guy. Don't be the guy at the date that thinks you're like the smartest man in the world. And whatever you say, whatever the woman says, you try to like correct her and try to explain why, you know, what you say is so much better. And you think you're right. You talk like this, right? And your name is Theodore, right? Or something like that, right? Don't think you're like, you know, I'm from Great Britain and I talk like this because I'm so proper, right? Don't try to be the guy that thinks he knows it all and things like that, okay? Because people won't want to talk around you, right? Because if you're there and you're always trying to like act like you're better than them and always trying to correct them and always trying to, you know, give a better example and tell them why they're wrong, people just won't want to talk to you after that anymore. So guys, don't be that type of guy. Don't what do women say? Mansplaining, right? When men try to explain everything, like women don't understand what they're saying. Don't try to mansplain everything, and don't try to be the guy that tries to be, you know, I know everything and you know nothing. And I try to be so sophisticated, so I talk like this. Don't be that guy, all right? Don't be that guy. And the last thing, being a perfectionist. Being a perfectionist. So being a perfectionist is kind of like what we were just talking about in a way, right? You think you're like so much more perfect than everybody else. And so if you're at a date, men, don't try to be so much more perfect than the woman, right? Don't try to, whatever the woman says, you try to be much better than her. You try to be the perfect guy and you know everything. And everything you say as a man is so much perfect, is so much more perfect than what she says as a woman. Don't be like that. But also, I'm reading here that it says that if you try to be a perfectionist as a man, then you don't show your real self, right? Because you're trying to be so perfect at the date, you're not showing the woman who you truly are. You're not showing the woman the real you because you're trying to be perfect. So now you're having a date where the date is not even a real date, it's a fake date because you're being fake as a man. You're trying to be perfect, right? You're trying to be the perfect guy, and you're not perfect. So just be yourself. Because if you start off, this is the thing. When you're in a relationship and you start off dating and you get in a relationship and you are trying to be the perfect guy, as the months go past, she's going to start to see the real you because you can't try to put up that perfect fake persona forever. So when she finds out and she finally sees the real you and she notices you're not perfect, she's gonna leave you anyway. So just be who you are from the beginning so that if she likes the real you, just who you are, then if she likes you, you know that it's going to be a real relationship that lasts, right? So just be yourself. Stop trying to be a perfectionist, okay? Just be yourself, you guys. All right. So don't be a perfectionist. Don't try to correct her all the time and try to be better than her and try to be the sophisticated man who talks like this, right? Like you know everything. Don't do that, okay? Don't overuse the word crazy, right? If she gives her opinion, Don't say, man, you're just crazy. Don't try to dismiss her as being crazy. Okay. Don't overuse the word crazy. All right. Don't communicate only through text. Try to talk on the phone with her, right? Try to see her face to face. Don't be the texting guy that just texts all the time. Okay. And don't give, you know, immature nicknames to girls and things like that. Be a man, be mature. Okay. You're not in high school no more. You're not in junior high. You're not in middle school. All right. So just be mature, act like a mature man. Don't give stupid, like, fraternity, frat boy type of nicknames to females. All right. Be a grown man. Okay, guys. And that's what it is. You do those things and your dates will go much better. All right. Old Dog Anti-Imperial to chill. Oh, check out these videos right there. I got some videos for you right there that you should check out. There they go. You guys, I love y'all. Old Dog Anti-Imperial to chill. Y'all know I love y'all. Don't go to videos. The videos are right there. They're right there. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great day or great night, depending on where you are in the world. Don't go to videos. Take care. Peace. Love y'all.